Hello. I will be back in a moment. I'm still getting stuff set up. But, yeah, this is gonna be a fairly short stream. Like, probably, maybe, an hour at most. I'm saying probably, like, half an hour stream, because I'm just gonna be ranking my Marvel Rival characters. And there aren't that many of them. Okay. I got myself set up. So yeah. Now, we are doing the stream. Give me a moment to... Let me see. How does this work? Okay. Okay then, yeah, that seems like a good idea, I'm gonna be honest. Give me a second. So now... Okay, I don't know how the hell this works. But now it shouldn't be able to swap unless I tell it to. Okay, I don't know how. I was on the wrong thing. Yeah, no wonder it wasn't working. I was on the wrong dang thing. Damn it. Give me a second to try to fix this now. Yeah. Okay. So, let me just do this so I can find something, cause... Well, I looked up Black Widow highlights, and there was a lot more, weird stuff here than I would think. I would just use my highlights, but I only have my highlights for a couple of characters. Okay, I might just not have to use highlights. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do, highlights, unfortunately. Well, that sucks, but what can you do, matey? So, I only have highlights for Hawkeye and Star-Lord. I have one for Iron Man, and I actually have some for a couple of them on Marvel Rivals. So I'm gonna boot up Marvel Rivals right now so I can show them. But some of these characters are just gonna have to go without highlights, apparently. No, I don't. Steam. Oh wait, did it get an update just now? Wait. Okay, no, I don't know why it's only telling me about that now. Yes, I know. But yeah, I'm really hoping that we get some more, like, Venom type characters. Like, I'm hoping that we get, like, Carnage in the game at some point, personally. That's high up on my, wish list. Okay, but yeah, now that actually means, that might be better, honestly. Yes. Bro, make it windowed. I want it windowed. Give me a second. It's being a little bitch. This is being more annoying than I thought it was gonna be. But hey, no one's here yet anyway, so what does it fucking matter? But this isn't windowed, why? Fine, let me F11. It's not, F11 doesn't work. Why isn't F11 working? Fuck! Go windowed mode, you bastard! Fine. Whatever. Who cares? Now I can actually remove these because we're going to be able to see them in actual Marvel Rivals. So, we're going to start out with the characters that we can do. Okay? So these guys all go down to the bottom, and we're going to go until we get to a character that we can actually rank. Which? Iron Man. Now, we do love... God damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Now. No, oh my god. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Flank Frank.
There's another one down. I never believe Loki's actually down. Is he actually down?
As you can see, I eventually do go down, but we're gonna watch it again. But yeah, I had to fix that. Okay then. We're gonna watch it again. But as you can see, I flank around, take out the Loki, along with the Moon Knight, survive with 17 health, grab healing, get on point, take out their backline healer, and then manage to distract the hell out until my entire team can get on point. I feel like Iron Man, for being a crowd control character, is very, very good at what he does. Now, I'm gonna change up the names of some of these. So, our tiers are Hell Yeah Baby, Main, OP, Alright, Will Play If I Have To, Ugh, and Namor. Now, obviously, we know where fucking Namor's going. I despise Namor with a burning passion. If I get any highlights of him later on, I will show you. But all you need to know is he is the worst character in the entire game on multiple tier lists. He does terrible damage. He has bad...
Baby Alexis just became a chosen one.
Thank you, Baby Alexis, for the follow. But yeah, he does terrible damage. Terrible defense, isn't good at flanking, can't can't help out his team in any meaningful way, doesn't have a good ultimate. Overall, he's just... I can't even say he's mid in every way. He's worse than mid in every way. I just hate him. He is so bad that he gets his own tier just because of how terrible he is. He's by far the worst character in the entire game, and it is not even close. He is actual garbage. His ultimate does no damage, he has no crowd control, he does no damage, he has no defense, he can't buff his teammates, he doesn't have good movement, he is just utter garbage. And that is why he goes in Namor tier. How do I add another tier? Okay, I feel like Sweaty I don't need. I just wanted Sweaty there for characters like Groot, but I don't think I have to. I don't think I need it. I feel like I do want this, though. This is a good tier to have. But now, back to Iron Man. As I was saying, Iron Man, very, very good at what he does. Is very good at crowd control, can easily wipe an entire team if he uses ultimate right, can support his backline quite easily, has good movement, and overall is a very good character. I don't think he goes in hell yeah baby, just because sometimes he can be a bit lame, especially when you're playing against him. Because if you're playing a melee character, or a character that can't reach him very easily, like if you're playing a character such as, I don't know, if you're playing a character like Wolverine, fighting an Iron Man, a lot of characters, really, fighting an Iron Man can feel like the worst, because they are just impossible to deal with, and sometimes you have to swap to an entirely different character just to deal with the enemy team's Iron Man. So, because of that, I don't think he can go in hell yeah baby, but I think he's going in main tier, because I do main him, and I think that he is very good at what he does, and a very fun character. If you're new to the game, I would recommend Iron Man as a beginner-friendly character. He is not too hard to learn, and is pretty good. Now, the next character that we can go over is... By the way, if anyone watching the stream has any highlights that they'd like to share, to help me decide where to place any characters, please feel free to send them to me, because I do not have any highlights, really. Got it right, these are who I have for. Okay. Now, we have Star-Lord. Now, let's watch the highlights. Let's start out with this one, since this is just a recent highlight and isn't going to be nearly as impressive, I don't think. Yeah, that highlight is not all that impressive. Although, to be fair, I did not actually die immediately there in that match. I was able to play right around the rosy with the enemy team for a good 2 minutes there, while my team was just messing around. But this is the highlight that I think better shows the character. Gets the kill on the Black Panther. Immediately goes, gets off the ultimate, gets the kill on the Bruce Banner, gets the kill on that, gets the kill on the Loki. I mean, I feel like that encapsulates the character pretty well. Those two highlights I showed do encapsulate the character fairly well. Now, is he the best character? No. I might have to bump up Iron Man, because I like Iron Man better than Star-Lord, but I know how to play Star-Lord. I don't know. I used to main Star-Lord for a bit. I do not anymore. But I still think he's a very good character. He is very good at taking down tanks because of his high fire rate and high damage numbers. However, in crowd situations, he gets overwhelmed very easily. His ultimate is one of the best in the game, however, because it allows him to fly infinitely, reloads very quickly, does very high amounts of damage, and auto aims, which is very strong. He is easily one of the best, if not the best, ultimate in the entire game. And I feel like his toolset is very cool. Like, dodging to be able to reload your bullets faster is a very, very cool way to do it. Oh, I hope you're having a good day too, Fake Sigma Charlie. Thank you for popping in. But yeah, I think that his toolkit is very cool. Him being able to fly around and being able to move quickly, and him being able to he's one of the best DPS characters at taking down tanks. However, one of his fatal flaws is that if he's on his own, like, he can get overwhelmed very, very easily. Like, in 1v1 situations against a lot of characters, he is very, very bad. So, I mean, overall, I think he has to go in main tier, because I still do very much enjoy the character, and he's one of my favorite characters in the game, but I still think that he is below Iron Man. Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with me on that, but that's my opinion. What rank are you? I just started Marvel Rivals. I don't play ranked normally because, one, I don't really like ranked that much, to be honest, and two, I always end up with teams that don't take it seriously, so I end up with like 6 DPS. But, yeah, well, if you're new to Marvel Rivals, then you popped into the perfect stream, because I am making my definitive tier list to show what characters are good. Who do you main? Then, while I'm waiting for Fake Sigma Charlie to respond, I guess we'll move on to Venom. Venom is a tank character, has very, very high health amounts, one of the highest health pools in the game, one of the best tanks in the game, actually. He's my personal tank main. I do quite like Venom. Now, I wouldn't normally play him in situations like this, but I was doing the quest. Joseph, get the fuck out of here, you liar. We both know that's not the case. Namor goes in Namor tier for a good reason. But yeah, Venom has very, very good health, has decent range, has his ability where if he gets lower on health he is, the more bonus health he can get. Oh, he's lower than F. Oh, no, he's not F. He's in trash can outside. Like, he's in the trash can outside Arby's. Even Arby's doesn't want him, Joseph. Long John Silver's doesn't want fucking Namor, Joseph. But yeah, I feel that Venom, one of the strongest tanks in the game. Because they're stupid, Joseph, that's why. But, yeah. Venom, very, very strong. Has pretty good movement because of his swinging ability. And can stun people. His ultimate is not very good, however. So he loses some points for that. But because of his ability, that makes him be able to survive for a very long time. He can protect healers very effectively. And overall, is just a very, very good tank. So I think he goes pretty well into OP tier. Up next is a character that one of my friends actually mains, so I'm gonna hold off because he might send me some of his highlights. So the next one we can do, Joseph, what's wrong with this list so far? Just the Namor? I think everything else is fair. What tanks are better than Venom? I feel like Venom could be worse than Groot. Could be worse than Doctor Strange. He's definitely better than Hulk. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm goated, but I'm fairly good at the game. Mag? No, he's not worse than Hulk. What are you on about? He's way better than Hulk. Thoughts on Vex Bolts? What do you mean Vex Bolts? Who is Vex Bolts? I don't know. Oh, you're right. I didn't consider Hulk. Iron Man goes up to hell yeah, baby tier, just because of his synergy with Hulk. That synergy is so good. That synergy is so good, dude. Oh, I love that. Now we go take a look at Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is one of the newest additions to the game. He came to the game just a couple days ago, along with Invisible Woman, so I haven't had enough time to form any real strong opinions on him. But from what I've experienced thus far, he seems like a fairly balanced character. He doesn't seem to be particularly overpowered in any aspects. He doesn't seem to be particularly underpowered in any aspects. He just seems pretty middle of the road. I mean, he can buff his team with some shields if he needs to. He can move over, he can move the enemies. He has decent range, but also he can't take that many hits, and his ultimate is kind of trash. So therefore, I think he goes solidly into alright tier. He's a pretty good middle-of-the-road character, but overall, not the best, to be honest. Feel like he could use some buffing. Favorite Marvel movie? Gotta be Venom 1, mate. I love me some Venom 1. People shit on that movie, but that movie is slept on. It's so good. But after that, then you gotta have Infinity War and Endgame, you know? But yeah, then we move to Moon Knight. Moon Knight, not a character that I main. I'm gonna be honest. This is the first character that I've gone that I'm going to that I haven't played that much. Venom, Star-Lord, Iron Man. I've used them a ton. Namor, I know he's absolute garbage, and Mr. Fantastic, since he just came out, I've been playing him a ton. Moon Knight, he was one of my friend's mains, so I don't have too much experience with him. But I do have a couple of clips and highlights, and from what I've experienced, he seems pretty good. So let's show what highlights I have.
Get up, my fist. The power of the moon.
Now we go to the other highlight. Favorite DC movie? Gotta be the Flashpoint Paradox, mate.
The moon haunts you. One for Steven, one for Jake, one for me.
I used to also like the Suicide Squad one. That was the sequel to the Flashpoint Paradox that showed the bullet in the head, anti-Flash guy, but then that got removed from the place where I watch DC movies, so can't watch that anymore. I don't know what it's on. I also liked Batman the Killing Joke, but that also got removed, so I couldn't watch that. To be honest, with Marvel, the only real option with Marvel is the live action stuff. So I like live action Marvel stuff. But for DC, I prefer the animated stuff. I like the Justice League show. I've been watching the Justice League show. Don't spoil it for me. I'm still on the first couple of seasons, but so far I've been liking it, except for the sexist Flash. I don't love how much womanizing he's doing, but I've been enjoying it. And I think that I have been enjoying it. I prefer the animated stuff from DC though. I think their animated stuff is really where they shine over their live action stuff, but that's just my opinion. I'm not that experienced with DC. I'm much less experienced with them than I am with Marvel, so I'm probably wrong. Overall, Moon Knight, very good character. The fact that his projectiles can bounce around, if the enemy team is grouped up, you can wipe out the entire enemy team in seconds if you get a good combo going. His little onks can be very good or very bad depending on the enemy team. If they're blind and don't see them, they're the best ability in the game because they'll never get taken down. But if they actually kill them, then they're completely useless. Other than that, his gliding ability is alright. His grapple ability is alright. Nothing special for either. And overall, I think he goes into the I would play if I knew how tier, where he seems like a good and fun character. I just don't have enough experience with him to really main him. He also has a very good ultimate. So maybe once I get a couple more hours in him, I'll be able to move him up to main or hell yeah baby tier. But at the moment, I think he goes in would play if I knew how. Yes, I know I'm yapping. That's kind of the whole point of this stream. I'm not saying your name, mate, but hello. I have not watched Dexter. I don't know what that is. Now, we're moving on to Hawkeye. Hawkeye is my old main from when I first started the game. I mean, this guy I have some actually really good clips for. I don't play him nearly as much anymore because I've started playing other characters, but I have some nostalgia for him since this guy is what I played right at the beginning, and I still go back to him every once in a while. He's pretty good. He is way, way better. Yeah, that's the autism and ADHD, mate. But yeah, he's way better of a sniper than Black Widow. Black Widow is way worse of a sniper character. This guy, like, Black Widow does no damage. This guy can actually take out the teams.
Wait, does that mean Ragnarok is coming?
Yes, I have used the shark. I've used all of the characters. His name isn't Willy. But yeah, Hawkeye can do very high damage. Depending on your aim, can do very, very good damage to enemy healers and stuff. What's wrong with my profile? Yeah, it's fine. Here, you can see my profile, mate. Right here. No, we're not gonna ban him if he doesn't say Jeff. It's a pet peeve thing. But yeah. I mean, it says that I haven't played a couple characters, but like, I have tried these characters, so I don't know what it's talking about. I have tried them. Yeah, can I go back to Hawkeye now? Yeah, Hawkeye. Yeah, because I know he's garbage. But, Hawkeye can deal very, very high damage. Can be pretty good at dealing with tanks and enemy healers. His ultimate is absolute garbage, though. Easily one of the worst ultimates in the game. It is just so bad. It does nothing. That's why when you use the synergy with Black Widow just gets that ability for free. Like every 30 seconds. It's just absolute trash. But he can use his katana ability as a get off me tool, and his Gale arrow is pretty alright. So, I think he goes into OP tier, mainly because every time I play as Hawkeye, I get people mad at me. I don't want to go, I kind of want to, I'm actually upping him to main tier. Yeah, I know OP equals overpowered. I know, yeah, I'm upping him to main tier because, obviously I understand. I put that there, Joseph. Yeah, I'm upping him to main tier because I used to main him, nostalgia factor. He's great. Love him. Love him. I'm neither, but I'd have to go with the first option. Mainly just because I despise Skibidi Toilet with a burning passion. And I am out of my highlights. So, no, this list is not, make your own list, Joseph. How about you go do your own live stream and make your own list? But yeah, I'm out of my own clips, so if anyone here would like to send me their highlights, or if any of my friends would like to, that would be appreciated, because now I'm gonna have to go without highlights. Groot, I think, goes into Dream cheats, so no, and SMPs aren't speedruns, but I used to. I don't do Minecraft speedruns anymore, but I used to casually speedrun the game. I think I had a PB of somewhere in the mid-40s, which I know isn't all that good, but to be fair, I was playing on Nintendo Switch, so yeah. Okay, fine, I'll do Luna Snow next. I think Luna Snow is a pretty good character. She's not the best healer in the game. I know that. The best healer she's not even the third best healer in the game. She's on the lower end of the spectrum. But something about her just clicked with me. So, she's the one that I play. And, you know what? I think that her ultimate is pretty good. Being able to heal and buff, pretty good. It also makes her basically invincible for a little bit, which definitely can cancel out some abilities. Some ultimates and abilities that would otherwise be very, very dangerous. Like, if you have a Star-Lord ulting, if you go ult on Luna, yeah, I know she's worse than third. Yeah, I'll name 3 strategists better than her. there's Invisible Woman, there's Jeff the Shark, and there's Cloak and Dagger. But yeah, if there's Star-Lord ulting, and you ult as Luna Snow, and just, like, camp under them, then they'll auto-walk onto you, and then you just get your free damage, which is pretty damn, and then you just get to defend your team, which is pretty damn nice. So I think I think I put her in main tier. I know that I'm being very nice, but that's just because I've been doing the characters that I actually main so far. Bro, what do you mean Jeff is F tier? Jeff is the second best hero in the game! But yeah, Luna Snow, mwah, love the character. Does decent DPS, pretty good healing. The only problem is you do have to aim because it doesn't home in or have a very wide hitbox like Jeff or Cloak and Dagger. But you know what? We can work with it. We can work with it. Now, next on the list is Groot, who I'm immediately putting in would play if I knew how. Surely, because of the amount of clips I have seen of people boxing people like it's fucking Minecraft. I've seen people bridging back from off of the map. I've seen people boxing people and using the bomb ability. I've seen people hitting people through walls. I've seen all sorts of crazy shit with this character, and he does look pretty damn hype. However, he just doesn't click with me, so he's not for me, mate. He's not for me, but he does look pretty hype. Now, this is the first character that I think is going into a low tier, other than Namor, in... What's this character's name? I can't remember. Iron Spider? I don't know. Bro, you went from Collier on something. Whatever. But yeah, I think this character goes in a... Bro, this is opinion-based. This is for me. This is the characters I like. Idiot. But yeah, this character goes in UG tier for me specifically because, like, it's just so I don't get the character. It's too confusing for me because you have to play a goddamn tower. Yeah, Luna is worse than the Shark. She is. She is objectively worse than the Shark. I don't like playing the Shark over Luna, but objectively. But yeah, you have to play a goddamn tower defense game with this character. And even if you're playing like a tank or like Venom, you sometimes just get insta-killed by the mines. So overall, like, this character goes in UG tier. Not because they're bad, just because they're annoying. They don't click with me. I find the control scheme annoying. And fine, you want me to do that? You want me to do that, okay. Okay, Marvel Rivals tier list. Bro, what? This is way different than the tier list I saw earlier. Whoa. This is way different. This is way different. All the tier lists I was looking at like a month ago were completely different from this. Maybe a bunch of characters got changed, but still. Yeah, this is the one that I was looking at before. Huh. Guess tier list changed, but whatever. I'm not changing mine. Penny Parker stays in UG tier, mainly just because I don't like tower defense games all that much. This is based on opinion, not objective fact. Plus, how many Lewis Snows do you see in games versus Jeff the Sharks? You see more Jeff the Sharks, let's be honest. Hella? Easy. Easy, hell yeah, baby. The character that I have the most time on. He was the last time I checked the tier list. Apparently tier lists have changed. But yeah. Hella? Oh yeah. You know what? Hella gets her own tier. I love Hella. My most played character. I have the most time on Hella. She can do huge damage with her attacks. She has her explosive attacks. Her ultimate is fairly strong and can take out large clumps of enemies as well as revealing locations of enemies. She can deal with healers. She can flank. She has pretty good movement. She has a stunning ability. Overall, Hella is just mwah. She is peak character design in this game. The controls are immaculate, and all her skins are fucking amazing. I love Hella. I am a Hella main. Now, Black Widow goes in the will play if I have to tier. Because I know I can change the controls, but I don't want to change the controls. And plus, that doesn't... That's not really what I'm saying. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Black Widow goes in the will play if I have to tier. Because Black Widow is alright. You expect her to be Hawkeye with a scope. Or a better version of Hawkeye, because she has a gun. But honestly, she does chip damage. She does nothing, even with headshots. She does half damage to healers. She does no damage, dude. And her melee is absolute trash. Like, her controls are whack. And overall, her ultimate is not very good. She's just not a very good character. The only reason I play this character is when the other team is entirely tanks who can't reach a vantage point that I can camp on top of. That is the only time I play this character. Now, next up, I'm gonna do some characters that I have no real opinion on, cause I just haven't really played them. Like, Squirrel Girl seems kind of OP. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put her in alright tier because I haven't played her at all. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know. I haven't really played her. Mantis. I'm gonna put an alright tier. Seems like an alright healer, but doesn't seem all that great. Black Panther seems kind of OP. His spear has really good damage for some reason. He constantly jumps at me and annoys me. And Storm, kind of an ugh. Whenever I see a Storm on my team, it's just because she does nothing. She has low damage, her buffs aren't very good. Like, all she does is she's just a damage sponge, and she's not a tank. Like, she gets sniped so quickly. She's just not all that great, in my opinion, so I think she goes UGG tier. Next up, we have Doctor Strange, who goes in, would play if I knew how. Because I have seen so many clips of his portal shenanigans that look so fun, but I don't know how to set up the portal shenanigans. You have no idea how badly I want to set up, like, just Jeff the Show going at Mach 10. But I don't know how, unfortunately. So, until I figure out how to use the portals better, he's gonna remain and would play if I knew how tier. Psylocke goes an alright tier. She's aight. She's aight, to be honest. The only time I really play her is in Doom's Deathmatch game mode. Occasionally, when I don't want to play Punisher. I mean, she's alright. She doesn't do that great damage with her crossbows. She can go invisible. It's hard to figure out. It's hard to figure out where you are after you use your dash forward with the melee attack. But overall, I don't groan when I see her on my team, but I also don't fear for my life when I see her on the enemy team. You know, she's just kind of a there character. Spider-Man, on the other hand, is both a fucking hell yeah baby if he's on my team, and a huge ugh if he's on the enemy team. But for me playing him, he's a would play if I knew how character. Because Spider-Man seems like a really fun character to play. Spider-Man seems like a really, really, really fun character to play. Because he gets because the swinging around stuff looks really cool. And he just seems like a really cool and fun character to play. But he's also, like, I think that he might be the most difficult character in the game. But he also has the highest skill cap in the game. Like, whenever I see Spider-Man on my team, I know that he's just gonna go forward and kill everyone. But also, I know if I see a Spider-Man on the enemy team, I'm about to get targeted and not be able to live for more than 10 seconds each life. So, he goes in, would play if I knew how to. Because very strong character, but very difficult to learn how to play. And also is very much a glass cannon. If you get hit twice, you're dead. Next up, we have Rocket Raccoon. I mean, he's just kind of a ugh. He might be the worst healer in the game, I'm gonna be honest. His DPS is aight, but his healing isn't very good. Ultimate, alright, he can revive, but not very quickly. You know what, the more I think about it, he's actually... He goes in alright tier. He doesn't go in UGG tier. I think he goes in OP tier, actually. He goes in OP tier simply because he's a healer. just because of the revive ability, but his healing isn't all that great, his DPS isn't all that great. He does drop some buffs, which are pretty good, but his ultimate isn't very good, and he only revives like one person every like minute, which isn't that much. Although I gotta admit, it is always hype when I die and see myself get revived by a rocket raccoon area that I didn't even know was there. So I think he goes OP tier just because of the revivability alone. Now for a character that has that same revivability, but both worse and better. We have Adam Warlock. I don't play Adam Warlock. But I'm putting him in OP tier. I'm putting him in front of Rocket. He has a very, 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 very good ultimate where he just revives all of his teammates instantly. Just, literally, he just revives everyone. He can soul bond, which shares all damage over the entire soul bond, which can be very good, especially if you have a tank in the soul bond. He has pretty good healing. He can deal pretty alright DPS, so he can defend himself fairly decently. What else does he do? He once he dies, he can revive himself once every couple minutes. So that's pretty alright. He does have a good synergy with Star-Lord, which is part of the reason why I bumped him up. But yeah, I think that's where he goes. Bye, Joseph. Now, here we go. This character, ugh. Hate this character. Ultimate, whack. The ultimate, literally, it's not cool. It's lame. It just makes them slightly redder and makes them deal like 2 times more damage for like 30 seconds. It's so lame compared to all the other ultimates in the game. It is so lame. All the other ultimates in the game are so cool, and then you just have this. It is so disappointing. Her abilities are alright, but to be honest, the only reason you're really gonna get overwhelmed is if you're a healer or a sniper character who is on the back line and you just get rushed. And even then, sometimes you can still defend yourself. She just is not a very good character. Next up, of course, we have Iron Fist, who goes he goes up in hell yeah, baby, with Iron Man. He's a pretty cool character, I'm gonna be honest. He's a pretty cool character. I mean, like, he's like, he can just fly, which is sick. His ultimate is a bit disappointing. It's similar to the one that we just talked about, but better. It's not as bad, but still not great. He gets 50 bonus health every life, which doesn't sound like a lot, but is a pretty significant amount. He's just overall, he's one of the strongest characters in the game, easily the best melee character in the game, and probably, he's just great. We love Iron Fist. Iron Fist, fucking great. And he's pretty easy to play too. Then, we have the easiest healer in the game to use, and arguably one of the best, not according to Joseph, but according to me. We have Jeff the Shark. He shoots out a beam of water, which just does a steady stream of healing. Does great healing. He can give you buffs, which buff your movement speed. He does great damage, so he can actually get kills and defend himself really effectively. And his ultimate is arguably the best ultimate in the entire game. Grab people out of the air, insta-kill entire teams. It's just... It heals your team. It's just a great ultimate. It can change the entire course of a game if you use it right. The ultimate can be difficult to use though, and some of the abilities, specifically the bubbles, are a bit difficult to learn. But overall, I do think he goes main tier. He's pretty damn good. Then we have Captain America. Captain America goes will play if I have to. He's my go-to character if I have, like, a shield mission where, like, it's like, oh, block this amount of damage with a shield because I know how to play him. But it's like white bread. I know how to play him, but it's boring as shit. I rush in, I kill 2 people, I block some damage, and then I die. Repeat process until I'm done with the character. He can throw a shield every once in a while, but it does barely any damage. He can sprint, which is the same ability that Black Widow has. Can jump up and do a dash down thing like Venom. He can block damage, like I said, with his shield. He's a pretty alright character, but I don't get excited to play him. Overall, he's a good character, but he's kind of fucking lame. Next up, we have... Well, I'm actually going to start going in order for the next couple. We have the best healer in the whole game, and the newest healer in the whole game. Came along with Mr. Fantastic. Got the whole community excited by the fact that she is a MILF, which I don't understand why people are so excited about, but you do you, you freaks. And overall, I'm putting her at the top of OP tier. Not because I like her, but because she's actually very overpowered. She needs to be nerfed. I'm not kidding when I say I once had a match with this character where we had 2 of us on the point with our entire teams. Not a single person died for over 3 minutes, and our entire team was there attacking. It was ridiculous. Like, she can heal so effectively. She can push people away or suck people in. She can deal alright damage. She has a good ultimate. Her ultimate is fucking ridiculous. Overall, she's just a very strong character who I feel needs a nerf in the next update. Like, she is easily the best healer in the game at the moment, and very much needs to be nerfed, but I don't personally like playing her. Scarlet Witch is up next, who... I do play a little bit of Scarlet Witch. She is very, very similar to Hela. I'm putting her in the would play if I knew how category. I think that she's pretty good. She seems pretty fun. Not quite at the same level as Hela, but she is very similar to Hela, which drew me in. Sometimes she seems fun, but also she can be so infuriating. Like, she just refuses to die, and like, she's one of the most annoying characters in the game. Every single Scarlet Witch that I've come across, every single one, and I'm not saying every single one, like, oh, most of them. I mean every single fucking one. Every Scarlet Witch I've come across has been a Scarlet Bitch. They are campers. They run away. They just have the most fucking annoying game plans. Like, if they just played like a normal character, then I'd be okay with it. Character seems alright. Seems like a pretty chill character. But oh my god, why do people who play Scarlet Witch play like such fucking assholes? Can y'all get your shit together and stop being such wussies? Like, what are you doing? Running away in your little bubble isn't gonna save you. It's just annoying. The amount of times that I've gotten snuck up on by a Scarlet Witch, I cannot count. So, she seems fun if you play her not like an asshole. But oh my god, why does everyone who play her play like an asshole? Up next, we have Loki. Who? I'm gonna put an alright tier. He does seem pretty aight. I don't own either, to be honest, but if I had to choose one, I'd say PlayStation. But yeah. This is another character where you're playing a tower defense game. You just place down your little sentries, and you attack. Their healing is pretty alright. They can make themselves invincible for a bit. I don't know what their ultimate does. I think it copies one of their teammates' abilities. I don't know. I don't understand Loki, and frankly, I don't particularly want to. He seems like an alright character, but I'm not that excited when I see him on my team, and he's more annoying than threatening when I see him on the enemy team. He's not threatening. If you focus him, he can't really do much damage. You just gotta make sure you take out his sentries so he can't start playing Tower Defense Simulator, you know? And then we have Punisher, who got bumped up to main recently. Did not used to play this character, but thanks to the new game mode, Doom's Domain or whatever it's called, the Punisher is the meta in that game mode. I don't know why he's the meta in that game mode, but since that's my favorite game mode now, I've been playing a lot more Punisher. So he's gotten up to main status. Still don't play him in regular matches, but he's pretty cool. He's pretty chill. Don't love his abilities. Don't love it when people just, like, start being assholes and camping, but, you know, he's pretty alright. He's pretty chill. I don't have any strong opinions on him, to be honest. Now, these are the last couple of characters. And these ones, I'm gonna be honest, don't particularly like. One of these is a hell yeah baby, though. And one of them is a dude would play if I knew how. Thor does go in UG tier, though. He's easily the worst tank in the game. He has no good synergies. He has bad... He doesn't take damage well. He doesn't deal damage well. He has low range. He has bad abilities. He has a bad ultimate. He's just a bad character. If you're gonna play a tank, play literally anyone else. Except for this bastard. I'm kidding, this bastard is actually alright. I'll save him for last. I don't like him, but I respect the hustle. I don't like him personally, but I like you Hulk players, because you give me my Iron Man synergy. So, you do you, mate. You're just making me happy. This character goes in hell yeah tier. Not because I play them, but because my friend David does. And he loves his ultimate because the way the ultimate works is that you go up in the air and come crashing back down. But unlike most characters in the game, that's not where it ends. If you manage to get a kill, you go again. And again. And again. Potentially infinitely. You can potentially do this ultimate infinitely if you set it up right. Which I think is very, very cool. His gun, pretty cool, although the bullet travel time makes it so that it is difficult to hit people sometimes because you have to aim and shoot where they're going rather than where they are. But still, pretty fun and funky little character here, and my friend plays him. So he goes hell yeah, baby tier. Wolverine goes in will play if I have to tier. The only time I play him is when we need a melee character and Iron Fist is already taken. Iron Fist is my go-to, but I'll play Wolverine if I have no other choice. Magneto, same thing, kinda, like, I'll play him if I have to, I guess. Every once in a while, I give him another try, but, like, he's not fun. I don't like him. I might actually bump Captain America up to main. I do like Captain America somewhat. I don't like him more than Venom, though. Cloak and Dagger. Would play if I knew how. Cloak and Dagger is the former best healer in the game before Invisible Woman came along. Now Invisible Woman is the best character in the game. But before that, there was Cloak and Dagger, who does seem like a very interesting character. The fact that you get two characters for the price of one, you get a Pyramithra situation in here. And it seems like a fun character to play, I'm not gonna lie. The ultimate seems very strong. I like the homing ability on the projectiles. I'm a sucker for homing abilities. You stick a homing ability on anything in any game, and I instantly love it. I do like homing abilities. But, I don't know how to play them. Every time I've tried to play them, I've done terribly. So, not my healer, but seems very, very fun. Go off, Cloak and Daggers. And finally, we're on to the last character. One who I have no real strong opinions about. I mean, I don't really like the Hulk. I feel like he's one of the worst tanks in the game. To be honest, like, I feel like he would go in UG tier, but I feel like he's not on the same level as this guy. He's better than Magneto. I guess he goes alright tier. Yeah, he goes alright tier. He's not very good, in my opinion anyway. His ultimate is alright, but the fact that one of the things makes you get stunned in place while you just wail on someone makes it very easy to take out. You have very short range on him, so you can so your person you're going after can easily just backpedal and take you out. And the range attack that you have doesn't account for that. His jump is kind of weird to use. I don't really know how to angle that, to be honest. It's a bit difficult to use. But, overall, seems like an alright character, just not for me. But I always am happy to see a Hulk, because that means that I get my Hulk synergy with Iron Man. And that is easily one of my favorite synergies in the game. So this is the final tier list. Up, I'm just gonna make a couple final adjustments. Iron Man goes ahead. I feel like main, you go there. Yeah, feels about right. Yeah, I think this is the final tier list. Up at the top, we have Hela. My all-time favorite character, at least so far. Just moi. Just no notes, basically. Perfect. Would love more ammunition, but that would just be overpowered. Then a little bit further down, below the literal and metaphorical goddess, we have Iron Man, Iron Fist, and the guy with an iron arm. Wish I had an iron arm too, because that would actually be really good. But yeah. Winter Soldier, only here because my friend plays him. Legit the only reason. Don't play him personally, never plan on playing him personally, but seems very cool and very fun. Love the Infinite Ultimate. Go for it, mateys. Iron Fist, pretty damn good. Feels very satisfying to just take out the entire enemy team from the back because you jumped behind them and they have no idea what the hell is going on. And Iron Man, when you hit that pulse laser and you take out the entire team, or when you just manage to when you laser the entire enemy team, that feels good. Then, down in main tier, Punisher. Only use him in the new game mode, so not that high up. Hawkeye. Don't use him anymore, but here because of nostalgia, and because he's pretty damn good. Yeah. Star-Lord. Pretty good, but does have a few fatal flaws. Jeff the Shark, easy to pick up, but has low skill ceiling. Luna Snow, the healer that clicked with me, and therefore my favorite. Then, down in would play if I knew how, we have all the characters that I wish I knew how to play. Doctor Strange, Cloak and Dagger, Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I'm not gonna go over everything again, but overall, tell me what you think of this tier list. Comment your opinions, comment what you would change, or keep them to yourselves, because I don't particularly care. If you think that Namor is better, keep that to your fucking self. Shove that opinion right up your ass, because you are wrong. He is the worst character in the game. Get out. I don't need your support. Namor is a little bitch boy. Now, the stream has already gone longer than I expected it to for tonight. So, I love you all. Hope you have a wonderful night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.